For dinner tonight, I'm making a nice big pot of chicken vegetable soup. I'm going to start with a quart of warm water. I like to use warm water because it speeds up the boiling process. I'm going to put my pot on high. I'm also going to add a half a cup plus a little bit of black-eyed peas. And I'm going to let those come up to a boil. I'll add a second quart of water to those, and I'm going to let those boil for about 15 minutes, and then I'll be back for the next step. Next thing I'm going to do while my peas are boiling away on the stove is start chopping up my carrots and my potatoes. Now with this recipe, feel free to use whatever produce you have. This is just what I have on hand and what I like to use. So you'll notice I don't peel my carrots. I just haven't seen a need to, so I just don't do it. I can't tell the difference, especially in soups, if they have a peel on or not. I did scrub them really well. I made sure they were nice and clean, but I don't bother peeling them. So that's pretty much the size I'm going for. I'll add these in towards the end. So once my peas are ready, I will add these in alongside the potatoes and let them boil for a few minutes, and then I'll start adding my other ingredients. One last little piece to get over there. Okay. Now I'll tackle my potatoes. And same thing as the carrots, I don't peel my potatoes, just don't see a need to. If you like them peeled and you can tell the difference, by all means, please peel them. So I'm going for a dice in this situation. So you're looking for potato pieces about that size. You want them to be easy to eat on the spoon. You don't want to have to break them up in order to be able to eat them. And you also want them to cook quickly. This is a soup that if you wanted to, you could simmer it all day and slowly add ingredients throughout the day. But I like to be done quickly. So this is actually a soup that I will make in about, I'd say 45 minutes at the max. So part of it is learning your timing and seeing how long it takes potatoes to get to the texture that you prefer, carrots to the texture you prefer, the beans cooked all the way. The other ingredients that I'll add are already cooked, so they're really just warming through. I'm going to add some rotisserie chicken, so obviously that's already cooked, and some canned vegetables, and so all I'm doing is warming those up. My black-eyed peas have now boiled for 15 minutes, and I rinse them and drain them. And this is a fresh quart of plain water in there. I'm going to add the potato potatoes and carrots that I chopped up. And on high, bring this back up to a rolling boil. I'm also going to add a second quart of water. Make sure nothing sticks. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to let these boil away for about 15 more minutes. And then I'll be back to add some more ingredients. My potatoes and carrots and black eyed peas have been boiling away for about 7 minutes. So I'm going to add some freezer burnt butter beans and some frozen green peas. I would say probably half a cup of each, and we're gonna let those keep cooking. We'll let that boil about 10 more minutes, and then we'll add some more. Okay, so we're back with our soup. Our butter beans and peas have been boiling for the last 10 minutes along with everything else. Now I'm gonna add my next ingredients. So the first is a quart of home canned green beans. And I did drain these, so it's just green beans. These are no salt added. I like to, when I have to buy canned produce, like this canned corn, I like to try and buy things that are salt-free. Unfortunately, this particular kind, they do not make a sodium-free version. So they don't make a sodium-free version of this, and the problem with that is that this little can of corn, a third of a cup of this corn is 10% of the sodium that I need in a day. 10%, and just a third of a cup there. And that's crazy. I want to be able to control that. So, I try to buy no salt added when I can. That's a can of petite diced tomatoes, no salt added. We'll mix this all up, and then I'll add the chicken. And like I said before, you can add whatever vegetables your family likes. This actually is a good way to get families, and really anyone in general, to try some vegetables they might not eat. I don't like black eyed peas if they're not in soup. Just won't eat them. So the next thing I'm going to do is add my chicken. And that is 2 breasts and 2 thighs from a rotisserie chicken. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon each of the following, if I can get this jar open. 1 teaspoon of pepper, black pepper. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And 1 teaspoon of adobo seasoning. This one that doesn't have pepper in it, that way I can add how much pepper I would like. And I'm going to mix that all up and let it all get warm, and then we'll give it a taste test. Soup is now finished. I've been letting it sit on the stove for about 15 minutes now, just to cool down a little bit. Still super hot. I like to start by using this ladle with holes in it. That way I can strain off some of the liquid, and I can choose how much liquid I want to have in my bowl. So I'm going to get a ladle of liquid. I don't like a real soupy soup. I like just a little bit of liquid to go with my ingredients. Okay. And there's chicken vegetable soup all plated up. I'll add a sprinkle of shredded cheddar on top, and it's good to go. Hope you enjoy.